Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and today I'm here for Scrapbook Boutique, and I'm going to be using the layering marble stamp set from Waffle Flower. And it does look quite intimidating, but seriously, it's really easy to use. So I've printed out the cheat sheet for this, and it does give you a guide for an A2 size card, but also a guide just if you wanted to use these, how to layer the stamps themselves. So there's 3 main images in the set, and each one has a squiggle line around it on the packaging, so you know which ones go together, and a number as well. So the number will tell you whether to use a light ink, a medium ink, or a dark ink. So it's numbered 1, 2, and 3. So generally you find that the largest image is going to be in the light ink, and I decided it'd be fun to make a pink marble background. I know, I don't even know why. I think you can get pink marble, I don't know, but I thought it'd be really pretty on the card, so I had to get rid of that idea out of my head. But the colours I thought I'd put it with was the greys, so I am using some Altenew inks here. I've used the Frosty pink and then the warm greys, so the second colour is the evening grey and the third one moon rock. Then I can come in and just fill in, there's gaps in the stamp, so you can, if you look at the actual stamp images, you can see where these need to be placed. Otherwise, just look at the cheat sheet. It's really quite easy to do and very forgiving, because, you know, after all, it's marble and it can be anything, you know, it can be anything you want it to be. So I wasn't being too particular or too fussy. I did use all the 3 main images with the 3 layers out of the set, but you don't have to. You could actually use as many layers or as little layers, or use them independently on their own. It's very fluid, like it would be just so much. It's such a fun stamp set to use. This last one that I'm using here is a standalone image, and I'm just using it as a filler. So my next part of my card, now that all my marble is created, doesn't it look great, is to die cut a window, and this is using the MFT. This is the rectangle peekaboo window, and it leaves a embossed stitch line around a couple of stitch lines around the edge, which is really pretty. I've stamped out this cute little mouse image. It's a penny black stamp from the especially Micey stamp set. I don't know if you've seen, I have used this stamp set before. It has the cutest mouse images, and I've nearly coloured every one of them now, but I've got a couple to go. But this little, I thought it'd be good. I've actually stamped her in some grey flannel, some Memento ink, which is perfect when you want to colour with Copic markers. And then I've used my warm greys and just a touch of green and pink for the little things, just to tie in the marble. I didn't want too many other colours. I wanted this to be quite a clean and simple card. So I'm adding my glossy accents just to the tips of the little petals, and I'm using that because I want to add the Twinklets diamond dust. Isn't this the best stuff? It's actually glass. It's bits of glass, so it's really quite heavy. So I know it's going to hold if I use glossy accents. If I use other glues, I would be worried that it would come off. The trouble is, it does take a while to dry, so I have had to set that aside. I didn't want to do it after because I was going to end up with it within my card, but so I just have to be patient. Well, not really. The sentiment is also from Penny Black and my favourite stamp set yet again, Snippets. So when in doubt, head for Snippets. I've coloured my own cardstock with the W7 just to keep the same tones, and I wanted this to pop on my background, on my pink marbled background, and I thought it'd be fun just to die cut this with the, and this is for another Penny Black die set called Tagged. I've added some scraps of fun foam to the back of my panel, and I've used score tape around the inside portion I didn't want to colour my mouse directly on the front of my card because you would be able to see the Copic markers through the inside of the card, and this way I know it's going to line up perfectly if I actually add it afterwards. And then I can just add the adhesive to the front of my top fold card using my ATG gun. I've got way too much adhesive there. Now that I can use my glue gun, I obviously overuse it, but I suppose at least it's never going to fall apart. I've used some pop dots and foam squares to add my sentiment to the front of my card, and then my card is done. Thanks so much for joining me today. I've had a blast. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.